Hello and welcome to Integrated Math 2. My name is Mr. Zaidama. This is the video that covers procedures that we talked about on day 1. If you are watching this video, I've assigned it to you just to help you know what are the things that we covered on day 1 that would be important for you to know. So let's go ahead and go through those now. It might be helpful if you have a computer in front of you. If you've got a Chromebook, that's awesome. If you're on a desktop at home, that's fine. If you need to use your phone, go ahead and do that as well. We'll be stepping through a couple of things that may help you understand better if you had internet access. So let's go ahead and continue with our slideshow. First thing I talked about in class was just let you know I have not been a teacher all of my life. I've worked in a number of different careers. I started off as a computer programmer way back in the day and did that for quite a long time. Did a lot of computer support and training for businesses. I also got involved in agriculture. Believe it or not, here's a bunch of pictures of cows. I did computer setup and a bunch of electronic things in agriculture and specifically the dairy industry. So I got to learn to use computers out there in the real world. I also was involved in a lot of writing, wrote a lot of manuals, procedures for businesses, safety rules, how to navigate healthcare. So not only do I enjoy math, but also have done quite a bit of writing in my earlier days. And then the last thing I did before I became a teacher was I became a contractor, actually built swimming pools. Here's a picture of one that I did and enjoyed that. Got to use a lot of math and geometry to actually succeed in this career. So hopefully during the semester I'll have some times I can connect what I've learned in my work world into what I am teaching you. Alright, one of the first things you'll want to do is sign up for Remind. Here are the procedures for doing that. You can pause the video, follow the procedure on step number 2. It may ask you for a first and last name. Go ahead and do that, and you've probably done this before. This will allow me to give you notices or reminders throughout the semester. If there's something that's due to be turned in or some information I want to give to you, it'll give me a chance to get that to your cell phone via text. So I know that most of you out there check your texts all the time and not so much your school loops. This is a better way for me to communicate with you. Please make sure you sign up for this. If you miss notices, it's not good if you need to have reminders. Also, to let you know, my class cell phone rules are this. When you walk in the door, before you walk in the door of the class, make sure all electronics, headphones, cell phone, iPods, Bluetooth headphones, anything that's electronics needs to be in your backpack or purse before you walk into the room, and that includes having them in your pocket. Please make sure you have those all put away. You won't need them in my class. We have Chromebooks to give us access to technology, and it would be a lot better in our class if you don't have that distraction for an hour. And as soon as you leave class, of course, you can get back on there and figure out who's been sending you important messages or pictures. But in class, please have those put away. Okay, if you have access to a computer right now, do this. If not, please make sure you watch this video when you do. If you're on a Chromebook, you can log in to your student account via the Add Person link on the bottom left. You should know how to do this already, so please go ahead and log in now. If you're using a desktop at home or your phone, the best way to do that is open up a Chrome browser and then just type in the search bar for Google, type Google login, and you can log into your account. Go ahead and put your student ID at chaffeyjointunionhighschooldistrict.net, and then you can put your password in, and that will get you access to your account. You're going to need to be in your account when you actually access my website. So go ahead and pause the video and do that now. Okay, once you get in there, what we did on the first day was we added some shortcuts to the browser. So here's how you do it, pretty simple. You're going to add a folder on your bookmark bar on your browser that's called IM2. The way you do that is you're going to click on the little star next to your URL input box. When you click on that star, you're going to get this box here. Go ahead and click on the More button, And then in step 3, when you get to the More button, you're going to see a list of your bookmarks if you currently have some. Need you to click on Bookmarks Bar folder so that's highlighted, and then once that's highlighted, go ahead and click the New Folder button right here. When you do that, it's going to ask you for the name of the new folder. Name it IM2, and then go ahead and click the Save key. That's going to create a folder on your bookmark browser bar that says IM2 or Integrated Math 2. Next thing you're going to do is you're going to bookmark the actual web page for this class. So now in your URL bar, you're going to type bit.ly/Mr. Z Math Web. When you do that, you're going to see my web page. You're going to want to bookmark this one as well. So once you get to this one, we'll go to the next screen and show you how to do that. Make sure you type these all in lowercase letters because capital letters typically do not work. Once you get that web page up, then in your browser now, click that star again over here by the URL input box. And then when it gives you your prompt box, you're going to type in for the name IM2 website. And then for folder, if it's not already here, click on the pull down or drop down arrow and you're going to choose the folder that you just created, IM2. And once you do that, click done. And now, every time you log in with your student credentials, whether it's on your Chromebook or at home or on your phone, you'll have that shortcut to get to the class website. You won't have to remember the web link. All right, let's go back now. You should still be looking at the website. When you look at the website, you'll see a row of buttons here. Currently, there are 6. That could change over time. Just go through these real quick for you. A skill drill is going to be a competition that we will do in class periodically. Homework Q&A, I will teach you about that next week. We're in the second week of class. Calculator is an online scientific calculator if you don't have one at home. Desmos will give you a link to the Desmos calculator. Hopefully we'll be using that throughout the semester. The GeoGebra button is a button with a list of apps that I have written that we again may use on and off throughout the semester. And then this button right here, which you'll use pretty frequently, is a link to my YouTube channel. So what I want you to right now do is look at the title of my web page. You're going to see the Home button, and then you'll see an Integrated Math 2 button. Go ahead and click on that. When you do, you're going to get into this classroom's resources or Integrated Math 2 resources. When you get on that one, you'll see Integrated Math 2 resources page. On the bottom will be a calendar that will show you information about upcoming assignments or tests or any other notes, possibly even files that I need you to download throughout the semester. And then you'll see a list of some buttons here along the top row. The one I want you to go into right now is the Integrated Math 2 Files button. When you click on that button, you're going to get a list of student files. They're listed in folders. You're going to see a folder that's called 00 General. I use the numbers just to make sure that always stays on the top of the list. I want you to open up that folder. That may require you to double click, I believe. Maybe single click, but I think double click will get you there. So go ahead and open up the general file folder. And when you go into there, you're going to open up a Google Drive page, and you're going to see a file here. There could be more than 2 files now, but there's going to be one that's called Integrated Math 2 Syllabus First Semester. You're going to double click on that, and that's going to open up the syllabus for this semester. So go ahead and do that now. Now I'm not going to go through all the details. You can read through this on your own, and you're going to need a parent or guardian to read through this as well. I'm just going to cover some very basic information. It gives you information about how to contact me, how to sign up for Remind if you haven't done that, where's my YouTube channel, where is my web page. Down here it tells you the course supplies you need. Please make sure by the second week of class you have a 3-ring binder and you've added to that at least 50 pages of 8.5 by 11 hole punched 1/4 inch graph paper. You can find that at Walmart or sometimes Dollar Tree. Go ahead and get those in there because when we're going to be using papers to do assignments, we will probably be using graph paper. And then the rest of these are important things that you have. The interesting thing here is to show you, I'd like you to have earphones. They're the earbud type, wired earbud type that plug into a regular output jack on a computer, not the kind that plug into your iPhone. If you don't have a set of those, you can go to the student store. I think they're selling them for $1. Please have those, because every once in a while I'll have you doing videos or doing something in class that requires you to listen to audio on a Chromebook, and I want to make sure you can plug in so you don't have to have that noise blasting to other students in the class. Suggested supplies: protractor, colored highlighters or pencils, and a calculator. Those are up to you if you want them or not. I'll let you know I will always have a class set of calculators that you can use when you're in the classroom. Important that you know that you are doing your assignments. Always your work will be in pencil, please, and stored in your 3-ring binder. Anything I hand out to you will be 3-hole punched, so it won't take much work for you to stay organized, so please do that. The rest of these you can read on your own. I'll continue. I want you to know how I grade the class. Please be aware that tests and quizzes are 60% of your overall grade. It is very difficult to pass this class by just doing, or sadly enough, just copying your homework from somebody else. There's not a lot of percent of your grade that goes to that. So if you're not passing your test and doing well on the final exam, it will be very difficult to pass this class. So please do your work, keep up on things, and get prepared well for quizzes and tests and the final, and you should do just fine. Behavior for the class: look, you're 15 or 16 or 17-year-olds now. You know what is expected of you to be considerate and a good student in class. So read through these just so you know what my basic behavior expectations are. But I expect to treat you as an adult, and I expect you to act as an adult when you're in the classroom. Attendance policy: please make sure you know. What do I mean by tardy? It means you are not in your seat when the bell rings. I do have a policy on that, and tardy students may be required to complete an additional assignment before they can begin working in the class. So please do your very, very best to be in class, in your seat, on time when the bell rings and ready for us to go. We will be a lot more efficient. We'll get a lot more done if everybody is getting to class on time. Again, I talked about personal electronics before. You need to know that I expect all of those things to be stored in your backpack or purse before you walk into the room, not after you sit down. So I will try to get you trained on that by reminding you for the first few days, and after that, I expect you to be responsible, please, and have those put away before you come into class. Okay, here's your job. Your assignment for day 1 was to read the syllabus that you saw you can get from the website, and then you're going to take the signature page that I'm going to give to you. You're going to print and sign your name, have your parent or guardian read the syllabus and the signature page, and they can sign and print their name, and then you're going to cut that off and hand that in to me. This is worth a quiz grade, so please get it done on time. If you turn in by Tuesday, August 13th, I will give you 100% on your first quiz grade. For every day you are late after that, you will begin to lower your first quiz grade. So take advantage of the free points that I'm going to give you and get that signature page turned in on time or even early, and I'll make sure you start off with a 100% grade. The last thing we did on day 1 is to work on a skill review. I'm not going to have you do that, so don't worry about that. That completes the things I really wanted you to know about this class for day 1. Welcome to class, and look forward to seeing you tomorrow.